this man, I done went through the generation. I'm born in the 60s, right at the end. So I was born out of that, where my mama was watching all that stuff go on. The same way y'all mother, first thing that's going on right now. And then to see everybody wake up after the 70s and then go back to sleep after the 90s. And then we already in 2020 and we still got the same house Negroes promoting the same things in our same state as if we're not here. As if our children want to suffer some more. See, I'm really hoping that this message to Mary Fred, why I called in, brother, because I know you're on the point now here to the movement. But all these entertainers, bro, over with for us trusting them. If they not speaking like Tyree speaking, we don't even need to even support them no more. Unless we just want our kids to be slaves again. Dick Gregory mentioned this, and that's the only person that I let slide. That was an entertainer back then, other than the minister. I let the minister slide because he was an entertainer also. But see, everybody's not built like that. And a lot of people just do things for life. You clap. Yeah. They want to have this title as being somebody. But ain't none of us giving no solution on freedom. Yeah. Because when we say let's get together, everybody got an excuse. So then it falls on me and you. Because the ones around us are not afraid, brother. I mean, I'm not afraid. They're cowards. Yeah, they're not afraid. They're cowards, bro. Straight up. Bro, I'm 50 couple years up. They're a coward, bro. The generation in between mine and the generation in between the millennials are some of the worst Negroes we got. They don't care about nobody. They're not uplifting themselves. But y'all know I ain't blaming that on them, right? Because them mamas and daddies that was my age never taught y'all shit. And I'm putting it out there. Notice that the people that are in my age group are smoking cigars. They following Steve Harvey and that group of people. They're unhealthy. Ain't none of them trying to get healthy. They're not detoxing. I've been on so many calls and asked so many so-called leaders why they never said nothing about Dr. Theyfeartruth and Crutch. Now the brother is gone, and they still hide that he was curing everybody. That don't make no sense at all.
Excuse me, brother. That's why our listeners, okay, some people are just tuning in. Let us know where you from again, and your name and who you are again. People just tuning in. So what location you from, who you are again?
I am Chief Eagle Eye, Principal Chief of the Coosa Nation of North America. I'm also the Chief of Operations for Coosa Nation North America. I'm also Minister of Defense of 21st Century Black Panthers. That's my title that they gave me. I didn't ask for it. I try to put in some work. Around people recognize who I was. I've been around here for a long time. Me and Rico became good friends. And we were calling all these people. And we were calling Huey's Newton's son, Rico too. Oh. And we talk all the time about this, the same situation, bro. And I hope that me and you could get together and have a little bit more conversation about it too, because they're not wasting no time on us. I can hear what the young brother was saying in the back end. He don't like to give up his. Bro, they've been knowing your location. I'm gonna put it to you like that, young brother. They've been knowing your location. If you think you conscious, they've been knowing your location. They already took your blood sample and they know what your family thinks like. That's how complicated they've become. So don't think you're gonna hide. Ain't no hiding. I hear people say that all the time. Man, I ain't gonna say nothing. Man, I don't need to be in the front. But you better believe you want freedom. You gonna be somewhere. Ain't no hiding for freedom, y'all.
I'm put it out there tonight. If they let me
Dr.
in, I'm
Theyfeartruth
put it
did
out there.
everything he could to hide from the pharmaceutical companies before they killed him. Before they paid off somebody in his family to kill him. Yeah, I put it out there because I know. I'm a natural herbalist also. And I'm friends with one of his nieces. And we sell herbs in Memphis, Tennessee, on 3rd Street, where the original herb place is, because everything else is shut down. They're not selling.
You are now off the host queue. You are now in the host queue.
We still cheer people out here. 4th stage cancer, AIDS. We didn't even fade COVID out here. Not us, not me. I wasn't wearing no mask. You wasn't gonna catch me with one on, because wasn't nobody gonna say I was part of that crew that was lost. It wasn't about me arguing with somebody. It's about showing that I'm not lost. And I'm not gonna let them poison me. I just said I'm an herbalist, and I'm gonna cover up my face with something that's gonna clog up my exhaust system. Dr. Sabi was here for a reason, and all of those leaders never said nothing about him. Because he wasn't religious. They only talk about the religious ones. What about the natural ones? They're not special? We all don't have a purpose? See, they killed Dr. Sabi's sister that same week. How many people knew that? And then the goons came in her house. 3, 4 of them came through one window and she went out the back window. Why these Negroes run around want to do documentaries? They still try to kill certain family members. It's not a joke out here, y'all. I said every day. I talk to her every day. We keep protection on ours. Y'all know what I mean? Because that's how important they were. And I've tried to convince Dr. Sabi of this. A lot of people try to convince Dr. Sabi, man, to keep somebody with him all the time. But Dr. Sabi was just so free and loving. So you never heard him say nothing about nobody and no religions or nothing nobody was doing wrong. He didn't care. He had a purpose to put in work. And when he went in the courts, he put in work. The same way I met Rico. And I went in there and put in some work. The same way I took on my indigenous self and took on international law and went in there and put in some work, y'all. See, yeah, I guess paperwork put us in it. Some of the paperwork don't get us free. And if the paperwork don't get us free, you know what the hell we coming with next. I ain't gotta say it. And I ain't scared to say it. They already know where I'm at. When Illuminati send you them pictures and they ask you to come and join, they know who you are. But if they show up, I'm going to show up. Bro, I'm not with it. I'm with my grandchildren being free. I'm with your grandchildren being free. I'm with everybody else's grandchildren being free. That's what's getting ready to happen. And all these cats out here that don't want to get together truly are our enemies. Because we don't have playtime. And then really we don't have to get together. All of us, what are they doing in their groups to save their people? Well, let them do what they're doing. Let their people be lost if that's what they want to do. Follow people because we lead by example. So the example is, make sure you got some land. Make sure you got some water. Make sure you got some shelter. Make sure you locked and loaded for revolution. Civil revolution. Because then when the white folks ran up in that building, that was civil war. Just like they in war in Ukraine right now. What, y'all think it ain't going on? So the hype, what is it at orange right now? Really? It ain't never changed since 95, and Dr. Collins was reading it out to everybody, telling us that book from from William Cooper's book, where they are on the levels against us. We didn't pay no attention. Well, y'all just don't know what's in the call. Because somebody paid attention to everybody. Paid attention to the ministers, Steve Coakley, Fred Hampton, Dr. Clark. Somebody paid attention to safety, everybody, and gave honor to them. Because we don't disregard nobody's purpose. Because we don't care how.
We're going to jump in. We're going to jump in on you, bro. Give us some contact. Again, this is good. I mean, if you want to give us your contact, or if you can get contact with your respective organization or whatever, we also, you said where you was at, but we're going to touch it. We have a caller calling in now, I believe, from Gulfport, Mississippi. I don't know if that's part of his for you. I think he's from the South, Tennessee, I believe. We're going to be talking about Raheem McMillan, too. So, you just think, okay, so we're going to talk about this a bit simple. We close out. So we're going to close out, give us any call, close information. Again, your respect, your organization, and who you are, your social media contact, you're free to provide that also.
I can be reached through the Theyfeartruth Federal Government of America. I can be reached through the Crucis Nation of North America. You can reach me at 901-497-8304. Y'all know that's the 901. That's Minster.
Yeah, okay, yes, okay. Yes, indeed. All right, well, okay, we live direct on Fremont Radio. Right, I think we have some more callers calling in about the case of Raheem McMillan. So what's the status on that? Who is Raheem McMillan? Why are people saying fuck Tony Dollar down there? What's the update? What's the status? Come on in, call in the club in with us live and direct. What's your thoughts and ideas on that? And just came from down there. Also, this is Alabama, the case of Sister Tina called in. Tina called in, which is the son's case. In Alabama, forgive me.
Son of Huey Newton.
When black people like me talk to the slaves, they didn't kill him. They sent some old house Negro along behind him.
Son of Huey Newton, Rico Dukes.
Okay, I think we squeeze two more callers in. We moving and grooving. Welcome, Theo.
Hey, how you doing, Fred? Can you hear me?
We got welcome to Freedom Radio. Who we got? Where you from? Yo, I hear you loud and direct. Welcome to Freedom Radio.
Hey.
So I host that chairman, Hampton, Robert Allen, aka Lady Ray. Welcome to Freedom Radio.
How you doing for all your listeners? My name is Rico Dukes. I'm the son of Dr. Huey P. Newton. I'm the leader of the 21st Century Black Panthers, RCDHPN. I'm the CEO and founder of the New American Federal Government, Theyfeartruth Federal Government of America, DUNS number 118692752. And I just want to touch in on a couple of topics today that I heard on your show today. And I'm going to start out with the first one is the revolution movement and organizations. The reason why it's so hard for the unite, because the 1966 Black Panthers that was founded by my pop and co-founder Bobby Seale, it was for economic gain, black power, meaning for us to have our own government, our own hospitals, our own schools, our own daycares, our own transportation, our own ambulance, our own nation. Today, all we have is a lot of podcasts and a lot of going around toting guns, and that's not an economic system. That's not what the Black Panther stood for. Second of all, in regards to that nature right there, how can we come together so strong when so many organizations are feud about the son of Huey P. Newton? All the way from see, it goes deeper all the way to COINTELPRO. It goes very, very deep. It goes very deep. So it's going to be hard for us to restructure and reconvert the younger generation mind when it's still so much hostility that was left in the old generation of the Black Panther that spewed over into the new generation. So the new generation already didn't have no self-control in order to be able to form a real revolution like the original Black Panthers of Oakland, California. We have to address certain things, and we have to put certain things out in the open. We have to let the world know that my pop and Bobby Seale wasn't cool when my pop got killed. We have to let the world know that my pop had Bobby Seale severely beaten that left him to go to Philadelphia with his wife's family. We have to clear up the fact that Bobby Seale was the only one that knew who I was, where I was, and what family was raising me. We have to clear up the fact that Frederica Newton is fully aware of me. We have to clear up the fact that Frederica's niece, Rachel, is fully aware of me. We have to clear up the fact that my cousin, my pop's nephew, David Newton, is fully aware of me, talks to me all the time. So if my pop was the founder of the Black Panthers that stood for the people of the poverty and minority communities, if hostility is towards his child.
Okay, come on, Wes. They just gave us you just told we got 50 more seconds, brother. Let's get another call in also.
Yeah.
Muted. Unmuted.
Am I muted?
No, you're not muted, brother.
Okay. Oh yes. Oh yes. And I want to talk. I want to go on to another topic right here. Independence. Only way for us to become independent.
We got 2 more calls.
Yeah. Only way for us to become independent, we have to have resources. How can we become an independent nation when we don't have no gas, no oil, no water, no land, no hospital, no grocery store? This is how the oppressor keep us oppressed. The leaders of the so-called leaders of the day, we got to stand up and do that. We got to give the people something so they can be dependent.
All right. Live direct on Freedom Radio, y'all. Prepare last call, they can get in. If that last call don't make it in, call in next week. You can squeeze them in. Live direct, 929-47.
would stop. We would get out of the cars. We would walk up to the scene. Those who had rifles would carry them in the open, clearly visible.
We would stand at a distance where the police couldn't say they were interfering with their arrest or their detention of the individual, and make sure that there was no brutality.
We stood back with our weapons ready to throw down if necessary.
They would take the weapon and pass it across like this, and it would sweep right over the officer.
Creep on in, on in, on in.
There'll be no skullduggery, no flim-flam, no compromise, no sellout, no control show.
The truth is out there, but they don't want you to know. Learn why on the Rico Duke's Theyfeartruth show as he explores civil rights laws, constitutional provisions, political news, and more. Finding solutions starts with knowing the truth, the real truth. Uncover the truth for yourself on the Rico Duke's Theyfeartruth show. That's the Rico Duke's Theyfeartruth show. Available on the iHeartRadio app and wherever you listen to podcasts. Open your ears, open your eyes. It's time to learn what's really happening on the Rico Duke's Theyfeartruth show.